Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I saw this on Pinterest and I wanted to duplicate it. I had gotten these doors from Dollar General after Christmas. They were 70% off and I always knew I wanted to do something with them. They had two, so I bought both of them. And I'm going to be using Jenga blocks that I got from Dollar General also, and some folk art white chalk paint, some acrylic deco art black, and some Waverly Elephant to try to recreate this shelf. I'm also going to be using some tacky glue. Now you're going to need 7 Jenga blocks for each side. Use the tacky glue or wood glue or E6000, whatever you want. And I started gluing 2 pieces at a time together. The tacky glue actually held up perfectly. They aren't going anywhere. So, like I said, it's your choice what kind of glue. Put enough glue where they will stick together, but as you can see right there, I put a little bit too much, so I just added it to another block. So now I have 3 groups of 3. I am going to use glue again, and I'm going to glue those 3 blocks together. What I'm doing is making the base of the shelf. Now, at the beginning I had said you need 7. So to these 3 groups of 2, you add 1 more block to make your 7. And then you have 2 groups of 7 Jenga blocks that are glued together. So set those aside to dry and start working on your door. You can use even Dollar Tree signs, anything. I just happened to find these doors last year at Christmas time, and they are going to work out perfectly. So I took all of the stuff off the doors, and now I'm just using that black deco art paint to put a black base paint on these doors. I wanted the farmhouse chippy. I wanted the doors to look like they had years of paint, you know, different layers of paint on them, and that's why I chose these 3 colors. So right now I'm just trying to cover up the red. If the red shows, that didn't bother me, but I didn't want a lot of the red showing. So while the doors are drying, take your Jenga blocks that you made the 2 sections and start painting those in the black also, because you want the shelves to blend in with the doors. I think I did 3 coats on each Jenga blocks. I only did 1 coat on each door. You want to get all of the sides because of the way this, if you were to choose to hang this on the wall, you will see underneath. So make sure that you paint the top, all the sides, and then we will flip it over, and we will also paint the bottom. Like I said, this is actually a cool project because it can sit on a table or you can hang it on the wall. So I would, since you're doing the project, I would just paint it all right now, and that way you have 2 options and you won't see any of the original color. I love this deco art paint. It has great coverage. It's real easy to work with, and it came out exactly like I thought it would. So I'm just using some sandpaper, and I'm giving this a light sanding to make it look rustic and chippy, but also so that the next layer of paint will stick better. So now I'm coming in with my folk art white. I'm not covering the whole door. I'm just putting some paint on my brush, and wherever it lands, it lands. I'm just going for that old, you know, rustic farmhouse look where these doors have been around for 100 years and have had many coats of paint on them. So this is totally up to you. Do it any way you want. This is your preference of how much white and how much black that you want showing on your door. Now take your sandpaper and go back and repeat that first process. Give it a light sanding, And then I'm coming in with my elephant and just adding another dimension of color. I'm just, same as the white, I'm just taking some of my brush and wherever it lands, and giving it just that layered, you know, painted look. I love the way it's turning out. It looks so cute, so country and farmhouse, and just turning out great. So you're going to want to repeat that step on your Jenga blocks. So take the white, wherever it lands, you know, put as much or as little as you want. I was trying to match the look of the door so that it would all blend in. Don't forget to go around the sides because you will see them, and add the paint. If you didn't want to do this step, you could leave your shelves black. That's a personal preference. Now I'm going in with the elephant and doing the same thing, just putting layers of paint all around those Jenga blocks so that they would match the door. I had some large popsicle sticks and I thought it would be a good idea, just for added security so that these don't come apart, to glue 4 popsicle sticks down. So I glued 2 on each end of each block of 7. I am going to be putting stuff on this shelf, and I just wanted to make sure that it was secure and that the Jenga blocks weren't going to come apart. I'm just using hot glue. Hot glue is secure enough for this, you know, step. And then I'm going back with my Deco Art Black and I'm painting over the popsicle sticks so that they blend in with the Jenga blocks. These are going to be on the bottom, you know, so you're not going to see them unless your shelf is up a little higher. So just paint them black and they blend in perfectly with the base of the Jenga blocks. Make sure you paint all of the sides. I messed up. I thought I was recording in my camera. I'm so sorry. So I'm going to have to try to walk you through this. You take one of the doors and put some E6000 and glue it to the bottom of the other door. So you would lay your door on the table, take the top door, put E6000 and glue it to the bottom. And then I use some popsicle sticks on the back with some hot glue to keep it in place and hold it, because the E6000 takes about 24 hours to dry. Then you will take your Jenga blocks and you will put glue on one side and glue on the top, and then fit them in kind of like a puzzle piece to the door at the side and on the top, and then repeat that process with the other grouping of the Jenga blocks. Glue it to the side and the top. I'm going to use a doorknob from Lowe's. I think it was like $1.15, just to add a little embellishment and really make this, you know, come alive and look like a real door. And I'm just using hot glue. I didn't want to drill holes through this door since it was a door from Dollar General, and I didn't want to take the risk of ruining the door. You also could go further, and in the corners you could put like hinges if you wanted. I just thought the doorknob really gave it that look that it needed, and I think this project was really fun to do and came out super cute. So I used command strips and I put it on the wall next to our front door. I am going to add a sign above it and kind of make this area come alive, but this is my first piece for this area. I think it turned out really cute and I'm in love with it. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please consider subscribing to my channel and give it a thumbs up, and I will see you again soon.